Alright, Dolphin fans, so yesterday, as most of you already know, I'm a day late on this, but that's okay. Yesterday, the news kind of came out, broke, whatever you want to call it, about Xavien Howard, and the possibility of a trade is real. And then Omar Kelly came out and talked about how X feels disrespected. And, you know, now this is more, you know, it's more than just the money thing, right? He feels slighted. He feels disrespected by the fact that Dolphins went out, got Byron Jones, paid him more money. Now, this to me says everything that you need to know about X's character, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, for those of you who don't normally watch my videos, I tend to have interesting, unique, and a little bit different and sometimes off takes. I'm not your standard run-of-the-mill, type of guy. I don't just go, this player is this way and that's it. I look at things in the overall picture. Now, what X is doing right now is I want, for you guys out there who are watching the video, I want you to envision the day where you get fired from your job and you come home and you tell your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it might be, and you tell them how you got fired, and your girlfriend's only reaction is, so I guess that means we're not going to dinner tonight. That's the one you know you need to broom. Skadoodle, skadat, adios, I'll see you later, you selfish son of a bitch. Now, timing is everything. If you go home and tell your woman that you've lost your job, and she says, you know what, babe, I know you've been working hard, I know it's stressful for you, I know you'll land on your feet, let me take us to dinner tonight. I got it. That's the one you put the ring on her finger. Now, how does this relate to X? Well, let's put it this way. Your timing sucks, kid. Alright? You either got a real bad attitude or you're being given some really ridiculously stupid advice. Now, you just had a year where most of the stadiums, fans could either not get in or could barely get in. So fans cannot even come watch the games because of the pandemic. You've got financial issues all throughout the league, obviously, because the league is predicated on a certain number of tickets being sold, etc. So the league has worked out a deal with the Players Association, with the cap and everything like that. So the league is going to be okay. But you've got people completely suffering because of this pandemic, and I'm one of them. I'm bankrupt because my business went kaput. It doesn't even exist anymore, what I did or how I ran my business before the pandemic started, but that's okay. So you've got that as the backdrop. And then you're a Miami Dolphin. You are a Miami Dolphin. What is going on in Miami right now? Well, you've got some of the Cubans actually protesting along with the fact that they're protesting in Cuba. So you've got the community obviously distracted with that, because you've got people in the streets in Cuba protesting the fact of what their government is, and the fact that there's no vaccines and the electricity keeps going off and there's food shortages. And I'm not here to talk about the reasons why. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but the point is those people are suffering. The people that are family members and friends and everything that live in Miami, okay, I grew up in Miami, I know what I'm talking about, they're suffering right along with the people that are actually living in Cuba. So with that as the backdrop, your selfish ass decides, you know what, even though I signed a contract, even though I gave my word, even though the league and the team and the fans are suffering because of COVID, even though most of the fans that used to go to the game, maybe, I don't even know if they can afford to go to the games now because maybe they're not doing so well financially because of the pandemic. Despite the fact that right across the water, a community of people is protesting because they're hurting, and people in Miami are all related to that community. Despite all of that, I am going to make myself the center of attention and tell everybody how difficult I have it, and how horrible I'm being treated, and how I'm being disrespected because I'm not the highest paid guy at my position on the team. Wah, skadoodle, skadat. That is the one you broom, Miami Dolphins. And I told you, I said it when this all first happened. What did I say in the video? I said, If this kid thinks that Flores and company are going to negotiate with him holding out, is he not paying attention to where they came from? You see what I'm saying? Anybody with a half of a brain knew they were not going to negotiate with this kid with holding out. So, adios, amigos. I'm going to have a cigar, and I've never smoked a cigar, but I'm in a celebratory mood because the Panthers, well, you all know what they did with Yandel. When he goes, I might light up a cigar. I'll have to wait for Karen to leave the house. She hates it, but I've never had one in my life. It might be time because I like X as a player. Don't get me wrong. This will hurt us on the field. But you cannot have this kind of attitude. This is a cancer cell, people. Okay? Think of the Miami Dolphins as a body, as a human body. Xavien Howard is now a cancer cell. Okay? It kind of looked like it. Alright? Then we ran the test and now we find out he's butthurt. That's a cancer cell. Cut it out and flush it down the drain. That's it. That's my 2 cents. He needs to go, get a first, get 2 twos in the player, get a third and a really good offensive lineman, get something for him, and scoot. Will Noah be good enough? He's not going to be X, you know, but there's a lot of offseason left, all right? I'm sure that we can do something to pick up somebody that will be good enough to put opposite Byron Jones. Is it going to hurt on the field? Yes, but I don't care. At this point, it's going to be way worse. You cannot set the precedent, and they're never going to set the precedent that you're going to give this guy another contract after he signed one for holding out. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I love to see it. I love to see it. Sorry, kid. You either need a new attitude or a new agent or both. And that's all there is to say.